Good morning, everybody. Today is the 11th of March and it's a Friday. And today I'm working another morning shift, another 10-hour shift. So today I'm going to be driving Högsbo anyway. I think it's going to be Högsbo all day, which is a good thing because then I don't have to drive to other places. Like yesterday, I had to go to Mölndal. I had to go to Gamlestan. Well, actually, I had to go to Gamlestan and then Mölndal afterwards, which they're like on the other side of town from each other. So, but today I think it's just going to be Högsbo all day. And also today I'm a little late out because this truck was in the workshop yesterday because one of the airbags actually like exploded, literally. It like blew out while the guy was dumping a load. So we had to turn to the workshop so they could change that, and they got it changed. So I had to get in the workshop, and the problem is, like I've said before, the workshop doesn't open up until around 6 o'clock, or at least around till about 10 minutes to 6. So I couldn't get it out of there anyway. But the good news is today I got myself a new drill, so no more opening the containers, the roofs on the containers by hand. So that's good news. It's really nice. I got this new drill that I get like in a case. It's a brand new, but it's got like 2 batteries and a charger and everything. I can show you guys that drill later. So that's good news, because you know, you keep on opening these containers by hand, eventually your shoulders are not going to be able to take it anymore. It's just your shoulders are not meant for that kind of a movement, and to do it again and again and again. And there's a lot of that stuff if you don't have a drill. So anyway, other than that, it's like I said, it's Friday, so just getting my last 10 hours in, so I get to about 40 hours this week. It's all good. So I'm going to be filming a little more later in the day. I'm just going to get the first load or 2 done first, and then I'm going to start filming more. Hello again. Well, now I'm at Högsbo, and I'm going to get my second load of the day. This time it's just going to be like garbage that hasn't been crushed in one of those machines. So and I'm in luck too, because it's only my colleague that's ahead of me, and he's just about finishing up. They're just going to load his last container, and then it's my turn. So it's all good. As a matter of fact, I could pull up right now. So that's good news. Anyway, things are going pretty good today. Some minor delays at the heating plant, but other than that, it's good. Alright, there you go. It's time to open that thing up. As you can see, new drill. Really nice, that way I don't have to open them by hand anymore. This drill is powerful, you can both open and close them, no problem with this one. See those guys in the reflex vest on? They're here visiting. There's been a lot of that lately. Like at least twice here, it's been lately, and like 3 times at the heating plant. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, if they want to come visit, they can come visit. So, time to put on this second container. Then while he's loading that one, I go get the container that's on on the front of the trailer and pull that off next to the container that was on my truck. And then I go get that container that was on my truck and put it on the trailer. So once that's done, then I go get it. Then once that's done, then I go get it. Man, they talking too loud. Now anyway, like I said, then I take that container, the one that's on the back of my trailer, the one I'm gonna pull off now, and I go put that on the trailer. That way the trailer's loaded, right? And then once that's done, then I just lock it up and all that, get it ready, raise up the dolly, and yeah. And I raise up the dolly, and yeah, that's about it. Then you just go get the last container, put it on the truck, connect a couple, and then you're done. Vad vill du ha containern? Ja. Well, like I was saying, they usually we just asked her which load he was gonna load. But anyway, like I was saying, they usually honk on the horn or tell you on the radio if you're doing something stupid. So it's not that big a deal. Obviously, this was a good delay. Otherwise, he would have said something. Anyway, I'm gonna open this roof now. I got it. Anyway, time to go get the last container. I'll pull it off so you can start loading it after he finishes with that one, with the first one. So apparently he's going to be a different guy that's going to be loading my containers than the guy I thought initially. This guy, he's a little bit slower, but he gets the job done. The reason being is he's the guy who usually drives one of these excavators, so he's more into that. He's not as proficient with the four-wheeler, but it's okay. I'm not in a rush anywhere. So anyway, I'm gonna pull on this container. Looks like my colleague's getting ready to go. And we reset the suspension. Now, as a safety measure, I always close my container that's next to the container I'm about to open first. That way, and I know he's loaded on that one, but I always do it anyway, because as a safety measure, because that way he can't start loading while I'm standing here, because if he does, much of that shit that he's loading could fall on me, you know. Now, many four-wheelers, they have enough common sense not to do that, but you don't know if it's going to be a guy who does it or not. So, unless if it's a guy you know, like this guy specifically doesn't do it. So that way it's better to close this one and then open that one. Because if you open it, the guy might start loading, you know. You don't know that. That could differ from one guy to another. So that's something to keep in mind. It's got unloaded. Pull it all the way forward. Drive the trailer and put it back on the trailer. Look at that. That's a pretty big truck. And sitting in the glider properly. Yep. That's good. There you go. Just shove it back. done, so that's nice. So, let's see what we can do about that shit hanging off it. That ain't good. Bands and shit. That bands used to secure the load. That's okay. Some cables and shit. Wires rather. But anyway, just pull this crap off. Just make sure there's not a bunch of other shit hanging off it. Oh, it's all good. Alright then. Just one more container to go. Film some more when I get to the heating plant. And in between here and the heating plant, I could actually film a little too. I'll film some time-lapse video, and then I'll film some regular video when I get to the heating plant. Anyway, so I'll see you there. Alright then. Now I'm back at the heating plant, so it's time to dump load. And I have to see if it's going to take a long time here or not. I don't think so though, because the lunch is just about to start. Lunch starts in like 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes to 10. So I think it's going to be pretty nice and smooth here. But we'll see what happens. Yep. Green right away. That's nice. So anyway, after I dump this load, I'm gonna go take a lunch break. But I'm gonna take the lunch break at Högsbo, because that's strategically that's better, because after lunch is done, I just have to drive for like, it's not even like what, a minute drive, and then I'm right at Högsbo and I could get loaded. So that's good. Better that than taking a break at Holmen, because then I gotta drive for like 15, maybe 20 minutes to get there, to get back to Högsbo. Yeah, that was good right there. Alright. There you go. Close this up. Done. Alright. Time to dump this motherfucker. So, it's time to pull off this container and go get my next container. So it's all good. It's all good. Just pull it forward. There you go. Alright, so we set the suspension and let's get going. This garbage truck there, but anyway, these garbage truck drivers have a tendency to obstruct, so nah. But back at where we park the trucks at the company, there's this special parking we have for the truck and trailers. And for some reason, when it becomes break time, the garbage truck drivers, they like to park their trucks there. There's some other drivers who drive a small truck who like to park there too, but a lot of these garbage truck drivers, they like to park the trucks right there. I don't know why they do that, because they got plenty of other parking spaces. They can just park it in the garage or wherever. For some reason, they like to park it there. I don't know why. Anyway, take that. Oh, it's taking them so. Oh shit! They're closing that shit now. What are they doing? Actually, chemicals in it. But anyway, what do you know? Got port 13 anyway. Okay, just one more container to go. still on break, so I'll just take fork 9 now, which I should have done the last time. Definitely gotta take off my jacket. It's getting too hot up in this bitch. That's for damn sure. The thing, when it gets hot on these trucks, it ain't nice. It's not like if it gets hot outside. It's like in here, it's like you can't fucking breathe when it gets hot. So, anyway, let's dump this motherfucker. There you go. Alright, now I feel like I can breathe again.